Good day, everyone. Welcome to Quadratic Academy. So it's been a while. I've released a video concerning our classes, and it has been to some entrances and some works I've been doing. So today, by God's grace, we'll continue our classes. So in today's class, we're looking at quadratic equations. So first, what are quadratic equations? Quadratic equations are equations in which they have what we call a variable, and the highest power of the variable is 2. That's what we call what? A quadratic equation, in which the variable in the equation has a power of what? The variable in the equation has the highest power of what? Of 2. So they just take this form. This is the general form. General form of quadratic equation. This is it. General form. That the form of what? Ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. So you see that x here is our variable. So this x here, they are the variables in the equation. So x squared, the power of x here is 1. Power of x here is what? Is 0. Power of x here is what? Is 2. So the highest power of x is what? Is 2. So this is an example of what? Of a quadratic equation. So a is what? Is the equivalent of what? Of x squared. B is the equivalent of what? Of x. And c is a constant in this case. So we have ax squared plus bx plus c. So this is the general form of what? Of a quadratic equation. So we now have different ways in which what you can solve quadratic equations. So ways or methods of solving what? Quadratic equations. So number one, that's what we call what? That's what we call the factorization method. Factorization method. You have what? The completing the square method. Completing the square method. You also have what? That's what we call the formula method. The formula method. Some people will say this is almighty formula, but it's a formula. The formula we use. Then we have what? We have the last one, which is what? The graphical method. Graphical method. This one includes using graphs. Graphical method. So these are the 4 major ways of what? Of solving a quadratic equation. So you have the number one, the factorization method, you have the completing the square method, you have the formula method, and you have the graphical method. So we will take one example and check and look it out. So we are going to start with what? Factorization method. So how do you solve this factorization method? So let's take an example. Let's say we have, for example, so you want to use this first method here. So we have, let's say we have x squared plus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. So to solve this kind of equation now, we are going to do what? We are going to factorize. So the method here, we want to use the factorization method here. Using factorization method. So to solve this question now, using factorization method, what do we do? Something we call product and sum. Product and what? Sum. So how do we do about this product? We are going to multiply the constant. In this case, let me write out the value of a, b, and c. So from here, our a is what? It's the coefficient of x squared. In this case, is 1. where a equals to 1, then b is the what? Complement of what? X. So that b is equals to 5. And c is what? C is the constant. So c is equals to what? 6 in this case. So for the product, what do? We are going to multiply the constant by what? Multiplied by what? The first variable and its coefficient. So we are going to have, for the product, we are going to have 6 times x squared. That gives us what? 6s squared. So for the sum now, we are using the method we call factorization method. So what I'm going to do is that we're going to find two numbers in which whenever we add them together, we're going to have what? 5x, and whenever you multiply them together, we're going to have what? 6s squared. So two numbers that whenever you add them together, we're going to have what? 5x, and whenever we multiply them together, we're going to have what? 6x squared. So how do we solve this thing? So we look at what? We look at what are the factors of what? Of 6. What are the things that you multiply that will give you 6? So we have 1 times 6 give you 6. 2 times 3 will give you 6. Abi? What again do we have? Those are the two that give us 6. So we will now look at which of these two can we use that will replace 5x, and also multiplying together give us what? 6s squared. So this one is like you are saying that 1x times 6x. What I say 2x times 3x. That's for the product now. Also, how do we get 5x from these two? What do we do? We can say that what? 6x minus x, and also we say that what? 2x plus what? Plus 3x. So note our answer must be what? Our answer must be positive. We must have positive 6s squared, not negative 6s squared. So if we are using this one now, 6s minus x will give us what? Will give us 5x. 2s plus 3s will give us what? 5x. So this one will give us 5x. The two of them will give us 5x. We need one of them. We can also, so what we now do is that we now multiply these numbers together to see if it will give us what? 6s squared. Positive 6s squared. So what do we do? I'm going to say 6x multiplied by minus x, which will give us what? Minus 6s squared. Then 2x multiplied by what? 3x squared give us what? 6x squared. So in that case, I'm going to use 2x and 3x. Why? Because the first one gives us what? 5s squared. And the second one gives us what? 6s squared. But in this case, 6s minus x gives us 5x. But 6s times minus x gives us what? Negative 6s. So we cannot use it because it gives us negative 6s. And what? We want the positive 6s. So we are going to use what? 2x plus 3x, which will give us what? 5x. So the product now will now be what? 2x squared, 2x times 3x. That is what? 6x squared. So we are going to use that for our factorization. So we now substitute this value inside the equation. The equation we have is what? X squared plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. So we want to replace 5x with what? With 2x plus 3x. So we're going to have x squared plus 2x plus 3x. We are using this one because if we multiply 2x by 3x, it will give us 6s squared. That's why we are using 2s plus 3s. So plus what? Plus 6 is equal to 0. So we have replaced 5s with what? With 3s. That's why the method is called factorization. We are looking for the factors of what? Of the constant. So we are simplifying the equation in the further. So we have s squared plus 2s plus 3s plus 6s. So you can put them in the bracket. So we have something like this. Sorry. So x squared plus 2x, what's common among them? Between them, we have x is common, so you can make out x to bracket. We have one s remaining, so x plus what will be left here? 2 plus what's common between 3s and 6? That is 3. 3 is common. to bracket what we left, and we left with what? X plus what? Plus 2 equals to 0. Because when you open this bracket, it must give you back this one that you have on top. X times x, x squared. X times 2, 2x. Plus 3 times x, plus 3x. Plus 3 times 2, 6 equal to 0. So this bracket must be equal. They must have the same thing. It must have plus or